Okay, I'm out on a walk behind a Publix. It's kind of my normal running trail because there's not that much, there's not many people back here and it's pretty open. But anyways, so I wanted to make a video talking about superfoods and how they've affected my life and what superfoods are good for different things and how they feel and all this stuff. So the first one that I want to praise and talk about is lion's mane mushrooms. Lion's mane mushrooms changed my entire life. They give you this unbelievable amount of memory and like cognition in a way that is different from anything else that I've tried, because it feels natural, it feels organic and real, but at the same time it's something that's profoundly powerful. So like what I've noticed is that it brings me a sense of clarity when I think, so I don't really get confused in the midst of thinking about things or trying to really formulate sentences or like remember things from the past or like remember faces. It helps me remember faces a lot better. And supposedly what it does is it rebuilds the telomeres inside of your brain, and it can literally like rebuild your connections in your brain in order to make it to where like even people with Alzheimer's have supposedly had benefits from taking lion's mane mushrooms because it like reversed their Alzheimer's. And it's an incredible like just plant and fungus, and it really honestly it tastes really good too. It tastes like I equate it to something very salty, sweet though at the same time. It definitely is an interesting flavor. I normally just kind of toss and wash it, which is when you put it on like a spoon or something, and then you just put some water in your mouth and you just eat it like that and then swallow it all in one gulp. You take about 3 to 5 grams of 4-to-1 extract. You can also get regular just fruiting body lion's mane mushroom too, and that works as well. And I just like the extract because it works really, really well. and it like almost immediately dissolves as soon as you put it in your mouth, and it's really an interesting kind of texture and flavor. But it's the effects that you're really wanting from it. You'll notice it's not something that we really even have to build up with. I noticed it the first time I ever tried it, and it really it makes a huge difference. The next one is spirulina, and spirulina is a really good source of protein for people who are on a vegan or raw food diet. And spirulina is also really powerful for opening the heart chakra and bringing you into a sense of back into yourself, but like a little bit more grounded, because it has also omega-3s and a couple of different like fatty acids and things like that that are good for you. But like the whole thing about spirulina is, for me, what happens is it grounds me in a way, but it also keeps me floating, if that makes any sense. So like it makes me be able to bring my thoughts to a ground, but at the same time I don't lose that sense of kind of like that little bit more euphoric sense of lightness that you get from these diets, from like from eating lightly and fasting and all this kind of stuff. That's one of the reasons why you do it, is because it makes you feel light on the inside and the outside. The spirulina in particular is really, really good, because a lot of times when I felt protein deficient, or I felt like I was getting headaches or anything like that, I would take spirulina and make all that go away, and it lasts for a good minute too. And it's just a really, really good supplement. I don't know, like it feels really good. It feels relaxing and calming, and just like good. And the next supplement, let me think. We got lion's mane, spirulina, maca root powder. Maca root is amazing as well, and moringa, but we'll talk about moringa in a minute. But maca root it's a ground root that really brings you this sense of energy, but like a it's almost like a feeling like I can do this kind of energy, rather than, so it's like, it's a lot more clean feeling. It doesn't feel like a drug, so it doesn't feel like you just took an amphetamine and you have that like really like kind of euphoric slash just the only way I can describe it is maybe like manufactured or fake. Like, it feels like a fake feeling in a way, where it's like a what's the word for it, where it's like it's made by humans or whatever. It's like it forced, it's almost forced feeling. With maca root, it's different than that. It doesn't feel forced like that. It feels like a really natural, just like kind of clean energy. So it's like you could take it, say at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it would feel very similar to the feeling that you get right as you're waking up, energy wise. So like that's kind of like the clean energy that I'm talking about with this. And it also, it's supposedly can increase your sex drive and your libido and your just your lower chakras in general. But I use it, I transmute that energy, but it's always seemed to it like the plants seem to talk to you in a way when you take them after a while, and you kind of like really work with specific plants over and over again for a while. They start to talk to you in a way, and the maca root is really good about telling me basically about the similarities between the genders and how to assimilate myself with all people, not just men or women, but like it's like using that sexual energy as more of a I guess it's a way, it's just it brings you a different type of vibe. So like when you transmute it, it feels very loving to other people, but it's something that's very attractive to them because they don't really understand it, and not very many people carry that kind of vibe. So it helps with that, you know. It's kind of as deep as I really want to go with that, but I don't really know how. I'll make another video fully on these, but like this is just you know, real quick telling you guys about these because they're really great. Moringa is very similar to spirulina, but it's also a little different because it has a completely different taste. It's much lighter, and it doesn't taste like algae. Like, it doesn't taste like fish, kind of. It tastes more along the lines of like a plant, like a green plant, kind of like tea, I guess. Anyways, moringa seems to also open up the heart chakra, but it brings me a lot of like a relaxation kind of feeling. So it makes it very easy to relax, makes the mind kind of calm down. It brings the mind into a space. It brings the mind into a space where it's easier to kind of comprehend things that are going on in your life, and to see the positive in them a little bit more. Stuff like that. And it also brings, you know, a sense of comfort as well, because just moringa powder just has a lot of antioxidants and things like that in it. And so that's just what those kind of feel like to me, at least. But I don't have as much experience with moringa as I do with spirulina, but I do still have a lot of experience with moringa because that was one of the first supplements I ever started taking, and it changed my life as well. So I do want to include it onto the really quick like four thing list. But I'll make another video going deeper into some more supplements and just different things that you can kind of do to bring yourself into a space of being more natural and healthy, and kind of just starting to bring yourself into a place where you can vibe with the earth, and these plants will start to bring you into that space a little bit more. And you'll slowly notice that your care for the things that bother you will just slowly start to disappear, and you'll just notice more and more that you just feel better about generally everything. Like, other people's problems won't really bother you that much anymore, and they just bring you this really peaceful sense, because plants are very, very peaceful, and they don't really do anything, so they have to really enjoy their lives the way that they are, and they bring that joy to you. So it's just a real quick one. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye.